Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt and you're watching Restorology. This project is my very overdue entry to the before and after challenge hosted by the Furniture Squad. The Furniture Squad is an online community where folks gather to talk about furniture refinishing, repairing, or restoring. It's a community where professionals and hobbyists share ideas, ask questions, and just learn together.
Please don't be nailed in. Please don't be nailed in. They're nailed in.
So, if you're into furniture repair and restoration and you'd like to hang with other enthusiasts, please join us at the Furniture Squad. I'll leave a link below. Thanks again to the Furniture Squad for hosting this challenge, and thanks to all the great creators who are competing. This is the point at which I would ask you to go watch everybody else's video when you're finished with this one. But given that I'm 2 weeks late, I'm hoping you've already seen theirs. If you haven't, go watch some great creators a part of this challenge. This week, I'm working on an antique drop leaf table. As you can tell, there's quite a bit wrong with it. This piece, along with a truckload of other items, was given to me by a man who was clearing out a relative's house. I asked if he'd like one of them back as a thank you after I restored it, and he indicated that he liked this piece. My goal with this piece is to restore it as best as I can back to original condition. Ew.
Oh no.
Looks like I wasn't the first one to work on this table.
Right.
I'll soak all the hardware in extra strength vinegar for a few days to get rid of the rust. The first step was to determine what type of finish this is. I used alcohol to test for a shellac finish, lacquer thinner to test for a lacquer finish, and even acetone to test for whatever it was. I never did determine what it is, so paint thinner it is. I'll remove everything.
Oh yeah. Look at that chocolatey goodness.
Thumbnail photo. This circle some particularly bad water damage. There was an extraordinary amount of dings and dents in the wood, so I'm going to use a combination of moisture and heat to try and swell and raise the wood fibers. This is perhaps the worst water damage I've ever seen in a piece. Well, I assume it's water damage, but whatever was sitting here actually wore a groove into the wood.
It's working.
I was actually surprised this worked as well as it did. This groove was pretty darn deep. Time for repairs. I keep a collection of scrap wood from previous projects that I use sometimes to try and repair current projects. As usual, I also drill and fill old screw holes. That way when I go to reassemble the project, the new screws will have something fresh to bite into.
Hey!
You may have noticed, but up to this point in the video, everything has had a high yellow tint. I didn't notice it until I was filming the dogs. I had been playing with camera settings and did something strange to it. I still don't know what.
Guys, come on.
See the difference? This should be good from this point on. In this shot, I'm trying to give the new wood an aged look using tea and coffee.
That looks absolutely terrible.
I couldn't get the new wood to take any color at all. I even used stain.
The hell?
So, gotta do it all over using different wood.
Means I'll probably have to redo this one as well. Damn.
These pieces of wood seem to be an overall better match, and I know it came from an older piece. Because of the amount of repairs that were necessary on the edge of this top piece, I decided to cut the entire edge off and replace it.
That was pretty sketchy. Don't do that.
Next up is the apron and the swing out legs, or drop leaf supports. I'll do some minor glue up repairs off camera. The swing out legs are aptly named because they do just that. They swing out from the apron and support the drop leaf when in a raised position.
I don't think that's the right one. That's a match. This piece was obviously a replacement. And for some reason, they did not make it the correct size. What the hell?
These supports were nailed into place, and one wasn't even centered. I'm going to replace the nails with dowels and recenter them so they swing evenly. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this project is a very late entry in the Before and After Challenge hosted by the Furniture Squad, an online community of furniture repair and restore enthusiasts, where they share a project, ask questions, and just generally connect with others with similar interests. This is a competition between approximately 20 fabulous creators, with your vote deciding the winner. The first place prize is $1,000 US, and there are also prizes for second and third place as well. But that is not all. Everyone who votes is automatically entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. No purchases necessary, just cast your vote and you are in. I will leave a link to vote in the description below. Voting is open until January 7th, 2026, so please take time to watch everyone's entry before voting. I, of course, am 2 weeks late to the party, so I hope we've already had a chance to watch and support all the great creators taking part in the contest. Thanks once again to the Furniture Squad. Go check it out using the link below. All new members get a chance to win $300 worth of refinishing tools and supplies online. I'll see you there. This damn thing. Who does this? The feet of these legs have moisture damage, some worse than others. The simplest solution is just to simply take off about a ½ inch from the bottom of each until I reach good wood again.
Now, we get to work on these damaged pieces.
I must apologize now for the quality of my voiceover from this point forward. It's 1 a.m. and I have a head cold, and I think you're going to be able to hear it in my voice. Doesn't help that I just came home from a holiday party where I may have had a shot or 2, or 4, or 5. I'm inserting slivers of wood to help fill the gaps.
The easiest thing to do would be to fill those gaps with some filler. However, I don't take the easy way. So remember these, I cut these off the bottom of the feet. I ended up taking one, cutting off like that. Now we'll use it to replace the gouged out piece here. Basically it fits in like that. I'll gouge it out, put it right there.
This may not be the most efficient way to handle this, but I think it's going to look the best. Not bad, right? Last step is to give everything a final sand. This table is constructed with a soft wood pine. I have some concerns on how well it's going to take color. So I'm going to pre-treat it with a 50-50 shellac alcohol blend in order to pre-treat the wood. Even though I'm putting fresh stain down, I do want to maintain an older look to it, so I mixed several different colors. We'll see how it turns out. So the same spot keeps rearing its ugly head. Even though I had it stained, I could still see this mark through the stain. I wasn't happy with it, so I sanded it back and decided to use a little more oxalic acid to even out the color.
I think it's just a different tone to the wood. It's more of a yellowish. It's not a stain.
In my infinite wisdom, I decided to try a few different lighter stains to see if I could even out the discoloration on the ring. And you'll see what happens. Yeah. Still look like doo-doo, so I'm starting over. I continue to treat the spot with oxalic acid, hydrogen peroxide, and even bleach. I stained it as usual, but then I added a color toner to see if I could even out the spot, and it actually worked. After the toner did its work, I finished up with a clear satin lacquer. It was at this point I decided to dress the hardware, which had been sitting in vinegar for several weeks. I took it from the vinegar directly into motor oil to try and prevent moisture intrusion on the metal because it would rust instantly.
These weren't even moving before. They were frozen solid with rust. I replaced whatever this is with a new hanger bolt.
I chose not to color the bottom of the pieces. I just gave it a simple shellac coating and left it at that. I attached 2 of the legs first in order to square up the apron. Notice anything missing?
Yes. Forgot to buy a bolt for this. But I have a pile of junk here. Oh, yes. Thank you. Keep your junk, y'all. Alright, this is the piece that had this crazy bolt through it. So it went all the way through. Remember, I had to fix it up. I need to cut the hole for the thread. I don't need to cut much, just make a flat surface so I can drill.
If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. If you like what you've seen so far, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing with a friend. Every little bit helps. And please take a moment to watch everyone's video in this contest and vote for your favorite. See you there.
These I'll pretty much put right where they were. So for this one, during the derusting process, the hinge pin broke. I guess it's just rusted all the way through. When I removed that rust, the pin gave away. Luckily, I've got this, what happened to it? I've got this old nail. It's approximately about the same diameter, but I think I can make a new pin. Use the head of the nail for one side, and I'll hammer down the other side. Let's try it. Okay. So I cut the nail down the length, and it may be a hard nail, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and heat it up, see if I can normalize the steel before I try and pin the end down. You see it?
I'm a professional, y'all. Thanks again for watching, and please enjoy the final reveal.
Final screw.
Remember this tired, worn out thing? What do you think of it now? Does it still have an old look to it? This is where that bad water ring was. The new edge I made. Coming soon to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.